Hello and welcome to another episode of Making a Difference. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton, coming to you from New York City, and we're going to head over to South Illinois to meet an amazing, truly remarkable man. His name is Sam Kuhnert, and he is from NubAbility Athletics Foundation. Hello, Sam, and welcome to the show.
Hey, Cindy. Yeah, it's awesome to come here and be able to talk about NubAbility. We're really excited.
I love it. You have a pretty remarkable story. Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Yes, ma'am. So I was born and raised without my left hand, and I loved sports growing up. But because of my difference, people always doubted my capabilities to the point where I was cut from my 6th, 7th, and 8th grade baseball team despite competing with my peers. Went on to make the high school team. They pitched me against the teams that we were guaranteed to get beat by. And because of the work I put in, I was able to beat them. And because of that, I was able to continue to pitch in high school and continue to get notoriety. And all of a sudden, the news stories start about the one-handed pitcher. And because of those stories, another camp called Camp No Limits out in Chesterfield, Missouri, received my story and said, hey, we want you to come and teach our kids to play sports. We're a camp where we teach limb different children and amputees to do everyday life skills, and we'd love to incorporate sports. And when I got to that camp, what I found were people holding their children back and not allowing them to participate in multiple sports out of fear of failure. And that didn't sit well with me, Cindy. And, as a successful person as yourself, you would definitely understand that our failures aren't meant to be obstacles or walls. They're meant to be steps towards success. And each time we fail, we build another step to continue to climb forward.
Sam, I really love that. And I am the opposite from you, that I live with a disability, but I have 4 different invisible disabilities. So it's always interesting because what I've noticed is that when you have a visible disability, you're discriminated against because you can see the disability. When you have an invisible disability, when I go to speak my truth, people go, but you're a TV host, you're an actor, you're on stage dancing. I don't understand. You look fine. And the fact that you are creating such opportunities is truly remarkable, because we need to battle this. And I'm so grateful that you have it would have been so easy for you to have let go hidden, and instead you've created something enormously amazing. Where do you get that inner motivation? What drives you, aside from your story? What drives you when you are faced with the criticism, when you are faced with the obstacles? How do you get through those?
Well, I'm very unapologetic in my faith, and I truly believe that everything has happened because Jesus Christ and God has put me in the position to succeed. And I feel like I was created perfectly in God's image. So no matter what I do, I'm going to be okay. I'm always going to be able to overcome any obstacle thrown my way. And then I use all of the doubt and disbelief as motivation to prove people wrong, because there's nothing greater, which is why whenever I saw parents holding their kids back, I knew immediately I needed to change this. I needed to provide an opportunity for these kids. And because of a vision that God gave me, I was actually able to create a program called NubAbility Athletics Foundation, where children with limb differences and amputees learn to play mainstream sports from coaches like them. And I thought, the first camp in 2012, we had seven coaches and 19 kids come from all over the country. And I thought this was it, and I always have this saying, if you want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. And my plan was one camp. God's plan was over 48 camps and clinics across 14 states, serving over 1,500 limb different youth from 49 states and 11 countries. That's what we've done since 2012, which is truly a blessing.
That is truly a blessing. I'm so happy for you, especially because I first encountered you a few years ago and you're already kicking butt, but you've had enormous growth, even more. And so who are people, when you think about what your not-for-profit is doing, and I know we've only got 1 minute left, very quickly, tell me one very quick story of one success story that you've seen, very quick.
Man, we have had 17 kids go on to play college sports, but the biggest success stories to me are the kids who have gone on to take on life occupations that you need 2 hands and 2 feet to do, because of the confidence they've gotten from our camps to go out and succeed. And they understand that they can do anything that they put their mind to.
Sam, you are a treasure. You are an inspiration. Thank you for the divine work that you are doing. So grateful that you're on the show today.
Cindy, thank you so much for having me. It's truly an honor.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Making a Difference. We will see you on another show very soon.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.